Good morning, afternoon, or evening from whenever or wherever you are watching this video from. I am Jack Adamus, back with my Premier League football predictions, episode 15, game week 15 in the Premier League. Let's get straight into it. We start with the half-12 kickoff on Saturday, which is Everton at home to Liverpool. Now, the Merseyside derby is one of the oldest rivalries in football, and this one is definitely going to be an emotional one, as it is the 245th meeting between these two sides, but it's going to be the last one ever to be held at Goodison Park. Only 3 days ago, Everton did win 4-0 at Goodison Park to end a 4-game run without a victory. Liverpool did concede a late equaliser on Wednesday, which now means they've only dropped points in 3 matches out of 21 games so far this season, which does mean they win 7 games on the bounce before they do end up dropping points on average. Everton have only won one of their last 10 head-to-heads at Goodison Park, and they would love to sign off their last game at Goodison Park with a victory. However, I can't see that happening. I'm going for a Liverpool 2-0 victory in this one. We start the 3 o'clock kickoffs at Villa Park, where Aston Villa host Southampton. Now, Aston Villa, after going 8 games without victory, got back to winning ways with an impressive victory against Brentford in a 3-1 victory on Wednesday, and now they'll be looking to get back-to-back victories in the Premier League for the first time since September. Southampton conceded another 5 goals midweek against Chelsea, and they now find themselves 7 points from safety. They will be hoping that Aston Villa make some changes for that big Champions League tie they've got midweek. Aston Villa have won the last 3 head-to-heads without conceding a goal. I do believe they'll concede a goal in this one, as it will be deja vu from Wednesday as they win their 2nd game in a row, 3-1. Next up, we have Brentford at home to Newcastle. Now, Brentford did lose midweek, again away from home. They have had problems on the road this season. They've only picked up 1 point out of possible 7 matches. However, with that being said, at home they are undefeated. They've won 8 games and drawn 1 out of their 9 games in all competitions. Newcastle played out a 3-3 draw with Liverpool midweek, which was only the 2nd time this season they've scored 3 or more goals in a match. Newcastle have won the last 5 head-to-heads, 3 of which were away, but I can't see them winning here, but I can see them leaving with a point in a 2-2 draw. Staying in London, we have Crystal Palace at home to Man City. Now, Crystal Palace did get a much-needed win in that early relegation battle against Ipswich midweek, which now leaves them 3 points ahead of the drop zone. They are now on a 3-game unbeaten run as well, and they've played some difficult opposition in that time. Man City got back to winning ways after going 7 games without a victory. They got that win against Nottingham Forest 3-0, but they do still come here with 5 games on the bounce they've lost away from home. They will be looking to avoid defeat here, because if they do, it'll be the first time they've lost 6 games on the road since 1995. Man City do like visiting Selhurst Park though, as they've got 8 wins and 2 draws in their last 10 visits here. Not a lot of people will be going for a Man City high scoring win here. I will though, as I reckon they'll put 4 past Palace in a 4-0 victory. And the 5:30 kickoff on Saturday sees Manchester United at home to Nottingham Forest. Now, Ruben Amorim did taste defeat in his 4th game in charge of Manchester United against Arsenal on Wednesday, which was the first time he had lost a league game since December 2023. Forest did lose to United's rival City midweek, so they now have 3 losses to their name in their last 5 matches, and the fact that they have lost all 7 of their last head-to-heads at Old Trafford, things aren't looking great for Nottingham Forest going into this one. Man United have drawn 6 and won 1 of their last 7 home matches, but if they do get the victory here, it'll be the first time since February 2023 that they've won 5 home league games in a row. Nottingham Forest won't make it easy for them though, so they'll have to fight this one out in a 2-1 victory for United. Moving on to Super Sunday at 2 p.m, where we have the London derby between Fulham and Arsenal. Now, Fulham do currently sit on 22 points, which is their highest points tally after 14 matches in their history, and they did get a victory against Brighton midweek, so they will be coming in this one high on confidence. Arsenal scored another 2 goals from set pieces against Manchester United on Wednesday, which now takes their tally to 41 set piece goals since the start of the 21-22 season, but this game definitely won't be as straightforward for Arsenal as people are making it out to be. Fulham took 4 points off Arsenal last season, which included a 2-1 victory at Craven Cottage just under a year ago. I do believe Arsenal will get their revenge this year though, as I can see Arsenal leaving with the 3 points in a 2-1 victory. Also at 2 p.m, we have Ipswich at home to Bournemouth. Now, after Ipswich's loss on Tuesday night, they find themselves further and further away from that safety mark, and after back-to-back 1-0 defeats, they now find themselves winless in 3 matches. They will be looking to get back to winning ways though in the first ever top-flight game between these 2 sides. Bournemouth will be coming into this one high on confidence off the back of back-to-back wins. One of those wins included a 1-0 victory against Tottenham, which could have easily been 3 or 4 on another day. If they do get a victory here, it'll be the first time in 2024 they've won back-to-back away league matches. Everything is pointing to a Bournemouth win here, but I can see the Tractor Boys turning up in this one and harvesting out a 2-1 victory. Next up, we travel to the King Power, where we have Leicester at home to Brighton. Now, Ruud van Nistelrooy got off to a winning start as Leicester manager, which came to a surprise to most people, but not me, as I saw them winning that match. If he does win here, he'll only be the 3rd manager in their history to win their first 2 league matches in the Premier League. Brighton come into this game off that loss to Fulham on Thursday, but they could have left that game with at least a point, if not more, if they had their shooting boots on in that one. Brighton haven't won an away head-to-head against Leicester in their last 6 attempts, and Leicester have only lost one of their last 10 Premier League home matches to be played on a Sunday. So obviously it's written in the stars that Leicester will win here, but I'm going to go for it to be the other way around because records are meant to be broken. So I'm going for a Brighton 3-2 victory in this one. Then at 4:30 on Sunday, we have the game of the weekend. It is the London derby between Tottenham and Chelsea. Tottenham's topsy-turvy season took another twist on Thursday as they lost to Bournemouth. If they do lose here, it'll be the third time this season they've lost back-to-back games. On the other hand, Chelsea come into this game and they are the informed team. They are the highest scorers in the league and they've won their last 4 games on the bounce, 3 of which were in the league, and also they are undefeated in their last 7 matches in all competitions. Chelsea have won 11 of the last 15 head-to-heads between these two sides. I can see them winning again here in a high-scoring classic, as I can see Chelsea winning this one 4-2. We round up game week 15 with El Sacico. Surely if either team lose here, it will be the end of the manager on the receiving end of the defeat. West Ham come into this game off back-to-back defeats, conceding 8 goals in those 2 losses. And it's the exact same for Wolves, who come into this game off back-to-back defeats, conceding 8 goals in their 2 losses. This game really is a tricky game to predict as it could go either way. I don't think it will help either manager, but I can see this one ending in a 2-2 draw. And for my extra game this weekend, it is at 7:45 on Sunday in Serie A. It is first vs fifth as Napoli host Lazio. Napoli currently sit first in the table, 1 point clear of Atalanta, and Lazio currently sit fifth, which is keeping them out of the top 4 just on goal difference. I reckon this one will be a cagey affair, with both teams shutting up shop in a 1-1 draw. Thank you very much if you are still here at the end of my video. I really do appreciate the love and support I've been getting from you guys. Please do continue to like, share, follow, but most importantly, subscribe to that YouTube channel. Have a good weekend, guys. And remember, if you don't shoot, you can't score. Bye, guys. Have a good weekend.